Hello to my friends and those viewing this video. For most of you who are on my friends list on Facebook, you will know that I started a fundraiser campaign for my husband in order to set up a home-based gym, and it's called Live Gym. So GoFundMe.com/Live Gym. And the idea of the Live Gym was to basically keep my husband safe. My husband does have autism, and if you read the story, you will learn that he's had a couple of incidents over the Christmas holidays where one actually went off the road with a car in our first snow on the way back from a hike. The second one was a search and rescue where he got stuck in the snow up in the mountains and couldn't make his way down, couldn't get turned around, and there were trees across the road, and so it involved a search and rescue, and those were 5 days apart. So the whole idea is that I'm trying to keep him safe and at home so that I'm not worried when I'm not here. He was going to the YMCA, which just happened to be basically right across the road, but he had a problem with the manager of the center in November, and as a result, he hasn't felt comfortable going back. Now, we did this week, eventually we went back after 2 months, and Brian was able to go back into the lap pool, and he swam 2 miles, and we did about 20 minutes in the sauna. So that was the first step to possibly getting back there. But as far as going back on a regular basis, I don't think that's going to happen. And the whole idea is we wanted to put a gym in the house. So we did manage to find some used equipment locally, luckily right here in the city, and an elliptical as well as a weight bench and some weights, and so that's gotten him going again. And to keep him again from hiking, he was hiking to try to maintain his weight. Now, a year ago on January 22nd, 2017, he was quite heavy at about 270. He was sick 18 months ago, not sure why. The doctors were never able to diagnose him. And as a result, he had difficulty breathing. For his age, he was only about 40% function in his pulmonary function test. He was weak. He was able to walk very well, had a lot of vertigo. So he was actually in a wheelchair. So when we went places, we had to take the wheelchair in order to, get to appointments. And sometimes on 2 canes, sometimes 1 cane. Well, he started fasting about a year ago on January 22nd. And as a result, the first 3 days of fasting, he actually started to be able to breathe better. And he started to get a little bit of energy back. And so slowly he started to lose weight, a lot of weight, and lost quite a bit of weight actually in a very short period of time. And the long and short of it, as the year ended, he ended with a 90-pound weight loss. So he went from 270 to 180, and so that's his target weight every day. Now sometimes he wakes up, he's 186, 189 depending, but his target weight that he has set for himself to be able to eat on a given day is 180 or below. So he wants to hit that 180 mark or below in order to be able to enjoy to eat. So basically he works out to be able to eat. He's unable to work at a regular job just because he's there for a little bit, and then he gets very stressed out, and because of the task load, and as a result of it, then he starts getting this weakness and this vertigo. And so I don't want him out working, because I think he's better if he's like closer to home, safer, able to do what he needs to do. And plus the other thing is he's writing a book, and his book has to do with his autism as well. It's a biographical novel, so it's a true story, but it also has some fictionalized components to it, and it's a very interesting story, and it's about a group of people. And we call this like our first generation of people that have just basically going into our second generation. So the book is based on the first generation, the 20 years to build a perfect platform, if you will, because we all know that all the social media platforms all have idiosyncrasies that make them not work well, and they're always constantly changing, and some come, some go, some stay, and we don't know what the future holds there. But the idea of a more perfect platform that's autism friendly that cuts across all live streaming, social media, etc., is what he was striving to build, and what the people in the book were striving to build, but then realized that it wouldn't be built in that generation. And so the whole idea of the book is to kind of put together the programming embedded within the book for future generations to be able to take that, resurrect it, and to build it when technology has reached the level to which it can be built. Now, as I said, my husband has autism, so structure is really important. So by buying a used elliptical and the weight bench and weights, he's able to work at home on his book, work out when he wants to, when he needs to, at any hour of the day or night, and that keeps him rolling. So, because quite often when he wants to work out, the YMCA is closed, and so then, if he gets up at 2 a.m., obviously he can't go work out at the Y when they don't open until 5 during the week and 8 on the weekends. So this way he has more control over the impulse of when to work out or when he feels he needs to and when he can write. And sometimes he gets on the elliptical and he will do live broadcasts. And with the live broadcasts, we have a few people around the world that work with us. And with that, he can actually write the book. They help to document some of the things we talk about. The videos document. So he'll do some live streaming, sometimes public, often just to our small group as part of writing the book. But sometimes he does go live public to give the audience out there that have been following him for about 1.5 years, 2 years, an opportunity to see where we're at with the book. So the whole idea of the live gym is, one, we want to expand upon it. So the equipment we bought, again, is used. We have no problem with used equipment. If anyone wants to donate equipment, the whole idea is we just don't have the funds to be able to put the gym together fully, to be able for him to work all kind of muscle groups. Right now he's working a lot of legs. He has the dumbbells. He's learning those exercises. So it's taking time to find the right apps. We're looking for the best app to do this. And it's been difficult to find things. And, my husband does not have a lot of patience when it comes to waiting on things. That's the thing. So we're trying to put this together. We've taken over our dining room, as I mentioned in the story and the updates. We took over our dining room and we have the elliptical and the weight bench there. But the whole idea is at the back of the house, there is an area that we've been using as storage. And so our hope is to convert that into the gym space, and it's accessible from the outside of the house. So if people want to come over and work out with him that are local, they can do that. And Brian will live stream, as I said, sometimes public, sometimes just to our small team, sometimes completely private. So on days when he, if he doesn't get donations, he gets discouraged, then he won't live stream. But the idea of the live gym is the live streaming idea. And this is how he gets the material and how he gets, works on the book and gets kind of the momentum, if you will, and from the team as well that we work with. And, we banter ideas around and ideas and do research, and they do research, share links, that kind of thing for the book. So we hope to open this space in the back, which we just had as storage. And so we're hoping as the weather gets warmer that we will convert. We've already started to do some work back there. At a later video, I want to kind of take you through to show you where we're at now with the gym. The picture on the campaign is actually our dining room with the equipment set up. So to move to the back. So we're looking for other equipment to work other muscles, such as like a rowing machine, a stationary bicycle. We did put in one that we're interested in, but again, it's pretty expensive. So if we can find something like that, my husband uses the equipment quite a bit. So the idea is we need something that's durable. And my next video, I'll take you on a tour out to the back to show you where we want to set up. It's not a large space. It's much bigger, obviously, than our dining area. And, it would give a little bit more privacy back there and away from the front of the house. And so we're going to work towards kind of making that the area where we work out. So I'd love it if you could, either send me a message or, give us a comment, donate, obviously, or if you know of anyone that has equipment or anyone locally or organizations that are there to, for this type of thing, we'd really appreciate the links to that, or any contact information, so we could do that. So right now things have been going well. He's doing well here at home, and we have actually, as I said, ventured out to the Y to do some swimming. That's the only place we can go. There's no other gyms in town, so we'll kind of slowly work towards that to see. And this week he did manage to swim 2 miles, 144 laps, and we did do a bit of sauna. But long term, we're hoping that we can slowly build into that. And there's some other things that he's doing too, and working with the public. And he just got an offer to, or we got an offer to go over to someone's house, someone new that we've met, that has been very supportive and invited us over to their house to, for a visit and to take a walk on the beach, etc. So, finally things are coming together. So I really appreciate you following the story. I know that those of you on Facebook have been following the story and the updates. I'm trying to do updates almost like a blog in a way as to how well he's doing. And he's actually been working out 4 hours today on the elliptical. He did 2 hours of swimming yesterday and 3 hours on the elliptical. He's trying to get down to his magic weight, although he's taken in today 12 pounds total of fluids while he's been working out. So you got to remember, he's going down as he's sweating it out, and he's coming back up as he's drinking all this. So he's trying to get to that target weight. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to make it today because he's kind of pretty burnt out. So I think we'll be shutting down soon, and he'll be having dinner, and we'll just kind of relax for the rest of the day. And then tomorrow will be a new day. We'll see where we're at. So anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I hope that this message kind of touches your heart to see where we are. And it did cost us obviously a little bit more money than we had hoped for the used elliptical and that. And, we're not making a lot of money and just barely kind of making it, but I need to keep him safe, and I'm his primary advocate. So the whole idea is that keep him safe, keep him where I know he's okay, and not to be going up in the mountains every day or every third day and having problems. So please help me build this gym in whatever way you can, either by sharing, by donating, by sending us links of people that have equipment, or if you have equipment and you're somewhere local, somehow we can get it shipped here or whatever. We'd really appreciate it. So I would appreciate it, because I want to make sure that he stays safe, and I don't want to have to be worrying any more needlessly than I have to right now. So please join us and be part of sharing in our broadcasts as well. We'd really appreciate that. Thank you for your